Welcome back. Taxpayer-funded, no strings attached, regular cash payments to folks struggling to make ends meet. Harris County isn't the first Texas community to experiment with guaranteed income, but it is the first challenged by State Attorney General Ken Paxton. Rudy, the city of Austin initiated a similar subsidy program. How's it working out?
Hey, Greg, yeah, a very noble endeavor, but a very limited endeavor, especially here in Austin. Austin's program, you know, when it was originally launched in 2022, provided $1,000 to 135 households at a cost of just over $1 million. Now, a survey of the recipients found that on average, more than a half of the cash that was used to cover things like housing costs, pay for rent, catch up on rent so they wouldn't get evicted. After that, the money was spent on things like food and their kids and transportation. Some folks, even in answering the survey, said that they just saved the money, you know, put it there for a rainy day. Now, the program was reauthorized in April by the Austin City Council with $1.34 million. The goal of this reboot is to help go beyond rent and food stability. But how? Well, that remains unclear, and the number of households being helped with this reboot apparently is going to decrease to just under 100. So, noble, but limited, Greg.
All right, Stephen, the city of Dallas has experimented with handing out public assistance checks. How's that pilot working out?
Well, and as you mentioned, multiple cities are doing something like this. My point is, and I mentioned slippery slope because it can be a slippery slope, but my thing is, if this is federal funds, what does Ken Paxton or state lawmakers have to do with it? I think that's a valid question. Now, it says slippery slope because, yes, you don't want to just be handing out money and having no discretion as to what overreach the person can spend the money on, what items, yada, yada, yada. But if this is not state funds, I don't understand why Harris County just happens to be the convenient county that the Attorney General is targeting right now.
Okay, Rudy, let's talk politics here. Republicans are calling UBI 21st century welfare and a pretty thinly disguised scheme to buy votes. I'm guessing that interpretation would be the majority view at the GOP state capitol.
Well, you know, as I mentioned, you know, it's not a lot of people involved, so it's not a lot of votes, and I can't let Stephen get away with the yada, yada, yada. Calling that one out there, Stephen. That was great. You know, Austin city attorneys believe they are on solid legal ground to withstand a challenge by Attorney General Ken Paxton if one comes to Austin. That's because Austin is a home rule city and not a county like Harris County, and that home rule status gives Austin more authority to enact a program like this guarantee income. And while the Austin program comes with no conditions, there's my word, unconditional, it's argued that surveys of participants show that the program achieves a public purpose. So, you know, it's justified, right? Well, it's worth noting that LBJ considered trying this idea on the federal level as part of his Great Society programs. It didn't work on the federal side, and criticals describe that idea, that attempt, as nothing more than government entrapment, keeping people locked down in a bad situation and not helping it. Because if it's just one-time money, where's the help, right?
All right, Stephen, politics aside, there are critics here who say Harris County has no business handing out cash when it's facing a budget deficit and has plenty of pressing challenges like an overcrowded jail and an underpaid workforce. So my question is there a solid case to be made that guaranteed income should be prioritized when taxpayer dollars are limited?
Yeah, and I think that can be a valid response, right? I'm not for this whole partisan, oh, Harris County is just handing out money. Say Harris County should not hand out money because Harris County is in debt. That is, or does not have money, has a budget deficit. That is a more valid reasoning and explanation than to just turn this into a political thing of, oh, it's welfare, oh, it's just handing out money, oh, it's buying votes. Like Rudy explained in the Austin situation, I mean, if you're buying votes, and every vote does count, but these small numbers are not going to drastically swing the governor's race or Senate race. And so I don't buy the buying votes thing, but I can understand the criticism if the county is strapped for cash.
Just for the record, 76,000 people applied here in Harris County. Not all of them won. 1,900 got chosen. A final question for you both. Any chance this survives review by the highly conservative Texas Supreme Court? Rudy, you first.
I think two things. It may hinge on the fact that it really doesn't address the core problem of housing affordability, inflation, resolving those issues. I also may hinge on how the court defines and views the term unconditional, that aspect of the programs. Also, the selection process. Here's a left field one for you guys. Are these programs really just illegal lotteries?
All right, Stephen, 20 seconds. Does this pass muster?
I think it could get hung up on the fact that the selection process, like Rudy mentioned, and then it really just comes down to, does the county have the right to do something like this? We'll have to wait and see.
All right, that's all the time we have. To see this episode, go to our station's YouTube page.
And keep the conversation going by interacting with us on social media.
Next week, same time, same place. There's always an issue here in Texas, and we'll dive into it. The Fox X Trio will be back next Sunday night. Until then, remember to let us know what you think the issue is.